Welcome back then to more Neo 2 content, and today what we're going to do is we're going to go out and we're going to fly it with the FPV mode, and we're also going to fly it with the camera drone mode, and we're going to find out just where the limit is on this. We're going to push it as hard as we possibly can and see just where the limit is with those new rates that we've installed. I did use profile number 3 from yesterday's video, and yeah, let's see how well it flies. Recording. Now then, I will admit I'm sat inside my car, but I can actually see it, so it's not a problem. Now, let's just move it over here a little bit more because it is slightly near those trees and it's a little bit windy this morning. Right, first of all, we are far too dark, so we need to deal with that. Now, it's a bit, considering we don't have an ND filler on, a little bit concerning that we have to go to ISO 400 in the day. Admittedly, it is a relatively dark day here in the UK. We're also getting lots of warnings on the sensors of birds. Now, this is going to be my biggest concern, not the birds, by the way. Although those birds around here can be a little bit aggressive. But my biggest concern here is going to be the fact that we're overexposed on the sky, but on the actual ground, we're slightly still underexposed. Now, what autonomous modes do we have? So we've got Spotlight and POI, which will be interesting to see if we've got the same bugs we've got with the Mini 5. But it seems to be relatively smooth and cinematic. It's a little bit jerky there. But I've seen worse. Okay, so let's see what shooting modes we've got. So we've got our quick shots. Pretty much your standard affair. Obviously you can take a photo as well, which will do that. In fact, that's currently set to JPEG and auto, so I'm going to change all that. Strong wind warning. Are you telling me that I can only take a picture in JPEG? Ooh. Well, that seems a... Okay, well, it is what it is. Like I say, we do have strong wind warning. The biggest problem here straight away that I can see is, yes, it's a versatile drone. Yes, it's very good. Yes, we've got lots of positives from it. However, to make sure that we don't overexpose that sky, we have to go really, really dark. And then the problem is we're not shooting in a flat colour profile, so although we can do things with that, it's not going to be perfect. Gonna have to really work on the colour grade of this. Getting constant strong wind warnings. It's not actually that windy, but I'm sure if we put it into normal mode, yeah, no problems.
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
How fast it goes. So that way we're getting 80, 90, 20, 21 miles an hour that way. And then back this way we are getting...
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
6 miles per hour. What I'm going to do then for this camera drone mode segment of it is I'm going to put up what it looks like straight out of camera, and then I'm going to grade it and show you how far you can push the color grade on this. It doesn't shoot in a flat log profile, which means you can't push it as far as you can if it did, but you should still be able to push it to a certain amount. I think the biggest disappointment with this was how dark the camera is, so how much light it's letting in during the day. it wasn't brilliant, if I'm completely honest. However, it's not designed to be prosumer like a Mini 5 Pro or Mavic 4 Pro. It is designed to sort of be in the middle of that. Throw it in your backpack, pull it out, get the shot, and you've got something to post on social media. And for that, I suspect this is probably going to be the best you can get. But let's take a look as we go through this flight on the screen now, and then we'll switch to a colour graded thing. And if there's any time left, I will raise up the music for Bruce, and Bruce can rock out to this track. The first flight then with the DJI Neo 2 in FPV mode was not a resounding success, and I need to work out exactly what the problem is. So I'm going to put a clip on the screen now. Shows why it's covered in all this mud. What I need to work out is what caused it to go down under pretty much nothing. It was obviously sinking, and I was trying to throttle out of it, and it just didn't want to respond. It's possible I wasn't high enough on the throttle, because when I went really high on the throttle, I got really crazy vibrations. Hopefully I've been able to put them in. Hopefully I've been able to go back out and fly again, because I didn't have an SD card in my goggles, so obviously the Rocksteady smooths all that out so you don't see it all. But those vibrations were really, really crazy. So I'm a bit unsure as to why it performed like it performed. But we always show you warts and all on this channel. So I hope the camera drone side of things has helped answer a few of your questions. And I'll be back out with this tomorrow to try and better understand what's going on with it, and to work out whether it was pilot error, which is always a possibility, or if there's something more going on as to why it just seemed to completely lack power and just sink on a fresh battery. But we'll find out more and we'll let you know. Thanks so much for watching, and so much for supporting the channel. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Peace out, everybody. YouTube and I have had a chat, and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most, so watch it and let me know if they're right.